I think we're ready. I think we're good. Yo! What's going on, guys? This is Grim Reaper bringing you. I don't think we've ever done one of these before. A solo leveling tier list. You already know we're gonna get into it today. There's a variety of characters here. Not just characters, monsters, like all kinds of just badassery. So, if you guys are excited for the speculation, the arguments, and I guess the lies and the inappropriate categorization that's about to happen, click the subscribe button. There's gonna be a lot more content on the channel just like this, and solo leveling will grow. So let's get into it. All right, so this is gonna be, because there's some here that are like minor monsters that we're gonna have to reference back to, and I do have the wiki page up, but yeah, that'll give us context as how to what their strength is. Now, I don't necessarily like how he put Sun Jin Woo at these different levels, but all right, it'll give us like things to converse. All right, so let me share the link before we actually get started. 1 second. There we go. Alright, slide through Discord, drop the link. Alright, and then let's get it popping. So who should we actually go for first? I'm not sure. Oops. I guess it didn't work. Hold on. we gotta find a different way to post a link. I got you right now. Jack. Oh, here it is. See, look. It'll be alright. Alright, 2 seconds, guys. Alright, we get the link. Now we're shit. There we go. Now we're good to go. Alright, there it is. So let's get into it then. Alright. So maybe we should start with like... Okay, let's start with a pretty... Not an easy one, but one that like I'm pretty confident in. So that way that'll give me like a basis of where else to go from. I remember this boy a lot. He was he was one of Sung's first markers after he got his power up. I remember this guy too. He was formidable. We had to give him props. This guy still hasn't shown anything. I'm waiting to see this guy. I'm thinking that he may actually be like as strong as the Ultimate Soldier, but I'm not sure yet. Bike, I mess with him a lot, but it's got to be him. He's got to be up top. He's got to be God, or I forgot the proper name they gave it to him, but it's got to be him. He's got to be the strongest. I'm not saying that like Sun Jin Woo's performance hasn't been like really like badass so far, but like I don't know. Do you think that with like the Dragon Kaiser and like with Baron having a power up and like all the different things that we could be seeing in the recent time period, that they could like really take on God and maybe even like go back into the temple and win? So I don't think so. I don't think they can go out to that gate and win. Not right now. Not with how easy like Cha Hei was able to like manhandle Idris. She even pushed like Garou to like anger or whatever. He was holding back. He had to hold back, but like I don't know. I don't think maybe they could take down the minions, but the actual guy, I doubt it. Maybe like the tactics they could use, like Baru's speed. Maybe he just has enough agility, and maybe even Tusk's like firepower to match. Maybe they could deal with God, but it's to be seen. I definitely think we're reaching that range though, so I think it's fair to put him in the first tier up top. I don't know, because I don't want to make it seem like nobody else can match him. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be the case that like dynamics, like the panels that we've seen of like the speed and agility of some characters and their strength. Sure, because in the dungeon it wasn't really that crazy. Like, we have to remember this was like unbuffed Sun Jin Woo and these other like B and C rank hunters that were like, excuse me, C and D and E rank hunters that like were avoiding a lot of these attacks, and a lot of them died. The majority died, but like still. So I don't think it'd be crazy to say that like Idris could avoid a lot of the attacks. Like I don't know, because if you guys remember back, I'm not sure if the guy's here, but there was a guy who had a speed feat in the first dungeon. He was super fast, and he took off. He like disappeared, but it actually got killed before he actually left the gate. So I'm not sure if he's here, but if he is, he'd be a good display of like speed. Like, I don't think he was slow. I think it was this guy. It was this guy right here. This guy got straight. I get left his shoes, man. I think it was this dude. I'm almost positive it was this guy. Got his shoes left when he tried to leave through the gate. But, and then this assassin guy. Oh, the invisibility thing? Yeah. I remember that. Yes, yeah, I remember that. Alright, so I think it's fair to put him up top. Let me see. What should we talk about? Okay, so there's a dynamic here. Out of him, I think the other guy was the American. That were the two comparisons that were made simultaneously. I don't know who this is. This picture's like messed up. But these two guys are paired up. These guys were strong in the beginning, but that was a long time ago. I remember the snake. This guy was a boss. The ants have to be like the top of the fodder, especially the flying ones. This guy's supposed to be strong, but I never really got that vibe, especially with how easily like Sung beat him. I think the Ultimate Soldier is probably like the strongest S class right now. Let me see. 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to adjust my audio. Alright. So the stream's running is great. I don't know who's really should come next, like nation level, right? I guess we could use the boundaries of the terms, like it's supposed to be a tier, to like help like keep us in there. But eventually, when we get to this part here, it's gonna be really volatile. Because I don't think the chairman is nation level. You think the chairman is nation level? Is he our nation level hunter? Because he's really fond of Sun Jin Woo, and I'm pretty sure that he failed in a previous endeavor with the Juju Island. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. I'm not sure if he actually did fight in Juju Island before. But I do know that he was thinking about getting a replacement for himself. Oh, this guy here. Yeah, I'm putting this dragon here as well. I forgot about this. I have no reason to believe that this dragon isn't stronger than God. No reason to believe that. The only reason why I'm putting him here is because Sun Jin Woo, or we got a relevance or like a reveal or a memory of him relating that like eventually like am I still gonna be able to face this? Like that's the pinnacle of the threat. Am I ready for that? So like he's still even comparing himself to that feat himself. So like this dragon, I forgot the name of it, got this chapter. It destroyed the entire western half of the United States. That's multiple states. States are huge. We have states that are like as big as countries. Multiple states at a time. Like, I don't even want to be doing this, like to make like the alignment signify like who's stronger, left or right, but for now, let's run with that. The closer to the left you are, the closer to the like the actual lettering on the left side, That's the higher rank. Alright. So, tier 0. So anybody else that should be tier 0? Okay, this guy's got to be nation level. We'll just move it up. Nation level. For what I've seen so far, I don't think these monarchs have been trying. But I wonder how much stronger they could get. Like, can they really deal with like these bad boys? Like, do you think the Ice Monarch and this Monarch could deal with Garou? Because I don't... No, yeah, I might have to put him there, yeah. Because not only do I not know for sure, but, like, I kind of feel like it's lowballing them if they're, like, arguably going to be the next threats. Like, they really are arguably going to be the next threats. Especially with how they came in together. The other guy that came in when they was talking to, I think it's like the most recent chapter. This guy was dealing with an issue. He was the one who actually spoke about the Shadow Monarch. Or he was referred to the Shadow Monarch. So, I'm assuming that he's going to be the one to encounter Sung first. And he's got to be the next strongest threat. If Garou is the latest one, this guy's got to be the next strongest threat. Let's see. Is there anybody else who we should consider to be nation level? My boy Vulcan, bro, out there baiting, man. I think he's not nation level, not even close. Let me see. Huh. He really has to be E rank, even though I think he should be tier 0 because he figured out the whole thing. But like, I mean, no, yeah, he really cleared that dungeon out by himself. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. He cleared the dungeon, so fuck it. It's not like he didn't clear the dungeon. Some dude cleared that dungeon. That's his reward for clearing the dungeon. So, all right. I wish we would have got Baron. Because I'm not sure how Chao Hei would do up against Baron. Shit, I'm not even sure how Baron would do up against Garou. Because he is the leader of the Demon Castle. Is the Demon Castle comparable to Juju Island? Or is it that because the Demon Castle came before Juju Island that, like, it shouldn't count? I don't know. Considering the fact that, like, there really wasn't that much in between. Because he didn't pull out the sword. He didn't pull out Baron's sword to beat Garou. So he did have more weapons, and we saw how powerful it was after the fact. So, like, honestly, I have no reason to believe that, like, Baron isn't as strong as Sun Jin Woo. Or, excuse me, isn't as strong as Garou. Now, I don't know. There's a clear strength and power up. Like, his stats obviously went up as well with the victory of over Baron. But, like, I don't know. He had to be pretty strong to beat Baron in the first place. There's an overlap between the skill of Sun Jin Woo and his stats. For example, the reason why I'm putting him in tier 0 is because that is evidence of that same claim. Like, he's an E rank. He doesn't have any great stats, but he managed to clear the strongest dungeon so far. So, there's a clear overlap there of, like, skill or intelligence, whatever you want to consider it. Aptitude, wisdom, whatever it is, in your, like, physical stats. There's a contrast there, so. I'm not crazy to say this. Yeah, I guess we can put Garou there. Because Garou has to go there, yeah, so. Yeah. If I'm putting Bear in there, then Baru's for sure going to go there. And all of them, too. Maybe Baru's a little bit weaker right now. He is weaker. But how much weaker? I don't think you could go hand in hand with Sun Jin-woo right now. You probably really couldn't before, but like, he did it. And Cha-Hei, man, like, all right, I'm gonna do like one or two more, and then I'm gonna go over to the YouTube chat to see what you guys are saying about my picks so far. Okay, so this is the ones that I'm placing are the ones that are like big time, like they're prominent. Like they've made a strong impression upon me, and I think I'm pretty confident with their powers. It's just that like I haven't really compared them. So I do think that Garou is strong, and I do think that the Ultimate Soldier is strong. But do I think that Garou would like have a tough time with the Ultimate Soldier? It's tough because we're comparing Cha-Hei and the Ultimate Soldier like Zhoniin. We have to compare them. We're inadvertently comparing them. And like from what we've seen so far, I don't necessarily think that like they're too far apart. Now Zhoniin, he is tougher, and I do think he's the stronger of the two, but it's a different fighting style. And like to encounter like a hand to hand or a close range Cha-Hei, it'd be pretty tough for Zhoniin. I can see that. But at a medium range and a long distance, or in terms of firepower up against the Ultimate Soldier, if Garou can do what he did with one attack, I don't think the Ultimate Soldier could like get to that same amount of destruction or like output just in a different manner, not necessarily with like brute force. You know, Garou just walked in and just one time in the side center flying, shoot the wall, and it was done. Great, that's tremendous force, and it is asking a lot to claim that like Zhoniin could produce that same amount of force, but I think he could. Obviously, like I said, now with the punch, the different aspects of his power, whether it's the explosions or like the power and force that the flames carry themselves. So, if Garou was holding back, and he managed to break her blade, outmaneuver her, outspeed her several times, and she does seem to be the quicker of the two. Does that mean that like Garou could outspeed Zhoniin even easier? But would Zhoniin allow him to like? So I'm saying like, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be like a versus each other like that, because we're just talking about whether he deserves to be in his rank or not. So maybe the fact that I'm claiming like, or that there's doubts whether a fight between Garou and Zhoniin would go as easily or as cleanly as it was between Cha-Hei and Garou, maybe that does mean or show me that it should be an S rank. Because I definitely think that like that fight clearly displayed that the author was trying to say that like Cha-Hei and Garou were not on the same level. Like she was not on the same level. With him holding back, he was still able to do all that stuff. She pulled her last resort out, and her last resort managed to get him to that point where he was gonna like start using his full power then to actually fight and undoubtedly body her in like 1 to 2 hits. So like, would Zhoniin die along that way, or would he like be able to actually like fight Garou? It's a question. For now, I'm gonna maintain it like this. This is a problem though, because I think there should be another rank here. Let's see. Let me see what you guys are saying so far. Or, hold on. Let me just use the my chat on YouTube, my phone. Alright, so far, you're just saying, oh, was good. E10 Gulich was good. Solo Warrior was good. Michael Rad was good. Robo Ghost was good. Shank X was good. Marco was good. Alonzo, what's up, bro? All right. So let's see what you guys are saying. I'm assuming this isn't for power scaling, although if it is, then it makes sense. What are the parameter standards for this tier list? Power, bruh. Yeah. Chai is the strongest S class. Crazy. By the way, guys, we won't be tolerating any spoilers from the webcomic or anything like that. This is strictly manhwa only. Chai is the second strongest Korean S rank hunter, right behind Gogun Hee. The chairman? Stop! And obviously Sung, but he doesn't count, of course. Chairman and Cha are around the same. Let me see. Hey Grim, is this live? Yeah, this is live. Characters like Tusk or an original Tusk. I didn't make the list. I don't know if like how many different variations of characters there are, but it does seem like there are different variations of characters. Baron has more destructive ability than Garou, but Garou is faster. Yeah, Baron was pretty destructive, bro. You're right, Michael. Yeah, he's stronger, but Garou is the same to surpass him. Y'all really underestimate Cha-Hei. Stop it. We don't underestimate Cha-Hei, man. She hasn't got a chance to do anything because she gets bodied so fast. But stop it. Do you do Twitch? LOL. Nah, bro. Peak S class for the tier list or in series? I honestly think that Garou and Baron should be national level. I'm honestly like I'm considering that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm considering moving these two boys up. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We could talk about it more if you drop another comment with like a strong, reasonable argument. I high key might move up to nation level, baby. That convince me though. So Choi is stronger than Cha. Facts, bitch. No question, bro. No doubt, bitch. No S class could beat them one-on-one. Facts. Shankek says that no S class can beat Baron and Garou one-on-one. Is that a fair enough claim? It should be a fair enough claim. If the standard is fighting, power scaling, then you have to be able to beat somebody next tier, right? What about the bottom of the tier though? Like, what the worst person in the tier? Like, what if they can't be anybody above them? Does that mean it should be go down? No. So like, there has to be a certain level to it. There has to be a certain standard to it. I don't know. Let's see if anybody else has another argument. Shadow Garou SSS. He would have took Cha head clean off if it weren't for the kill. Facts. I think, off the bat, like, oh yeah, I can see it too. Garou would walk right through flames. Not all flames. He was pretty destructive. They have force behind him. Both versions of Garou are nation level. So he barely dropped in power, man? Come on. Come on. I'm pretty sure that, like, Idris is much stronger now than he was back then because of how long he's been in Shadow, but, like, still, though, like, Garou hasn't been in Shadow that long to, like, be stronger or that close to how strong he was back then. But maybe he didn't drop that much. Sure. Maybe he didn't drop that much. Maybe. Solo Warrior says not to me, top of S class and double S. Yeah, what the heck keeps doing that, bro? I see. Alright. Marco says, to be honest, even if the monsters lose power when they turn into shadows, they get immortality as long as Sung Jin Woo has mana, which is pretty OP. Yeah, but that's not... We're talking about a single dissolution or dissolution, or however you want to consider it. Like, them not being able to contain their form of shadows one time, being defeated once. We've seen that happens before, how it was in the Demon Tower, how, like, Sun Jin-woo managed to split his forces into multiple groups, led by the different generals. And several of the different generals kept getting defeated, and he had to like keep using his mana to maintain them and keep them up. In different occasions that happened before, where he was contrasting up against his mana up against, or measuring his mana up against like the forces that he had to have to maintain the fight. I think he actually mentioned this up against Midas, although I'm not sure about it. But we've seen it before. Let's keep it pushing for now, though. All right. This guy. Yeah, this is a nation level guy. This is the American. This is the song that saved Cha from that one nigga. I mean, it's kind of disrespectful to not put him here. I think there's a bunch of Sun Jin Woos at a nation level. The Sun Jin Woo that stopped this guy is nation level. That's the Sun Jin Woo that beat Garou. My boy. Let's talk about the dragons. This guy's classed with these guys clash with. I think he clashed with he's stronger than that. No S class can take him down by themselves. Same thing for the Shadow. He clashed with Tusk, I think it was. Or I think Tusk shot him down. So maybe he should be here. Because Tusk did kill him with one hit. But it was Tusk, though. And that was a big hit. Yeah, it was Tusk. And it was a big hit. Huh. Alright. Alright, let's finally do it. The niggas in the chat just... for Chahe. Alright. If you say so. It doesn't make sense to have Sun Jin Woo that beat Garou here and Garou here. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. These are out of order, by the way. There. It looks a little bit more like it. My boy. They can't. They can't. No. They can't. I don't see it. He's fast as fuck. Oh, excuse me. He's exceptionally quick. Let me see. I mean, I honestly think he would be here and not here. I honestly believe that. Because we haven't seen him fight. We haven't. And he says he's here, but I really feel like he's here. I feel like, honestly, the Ultimate Soldier could probably beat him or fight him. I'm not sure. I know they say he's supposed to be here, technically. Right on the verge of nation level. No. I'm super underestimating him. But him? Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I definitely think he should be here. I definitely believe he should be here. But they're saying he should be here. But I definitely think he's probably here. Because we just haven't seen from him. He's the one that we have not seen from him. All of them we've seen from them, besides him, all the guild leaders. I'll be reasonable. This is Garou. I wonder. Let me see. Like a is not even close to nation level. Who isn't close to nation? Oh, okay, Marco's saying that the chairman is nation level. Maybe, bro, maybe. But I don't think he can beat Shadow Garou. I don't think Shadow Baru's nation level right now. Maybe, though. He's mediocre S ranks. Mediocre. I said it. Mediocre. I want to put him in A rank. I honestly do want to put some of these S ranks, quote unquote, in A rank. But I won't because it's disrespectful. Mediocre. 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 You look at it right now. Oh no, mediocre. All right, you lucky I ran out. Oh boys, lucky I ran out. That's about it. Oh, is this guy? Who are you? Who are you? Are you part of them boys too? I'm gonna just assume mediocre. Mediocre. All right. Where's Shadow Baron? Or excuse me, Shadow Tusk. There he is. Tusk boy! Tusk boy! I'm cheating with it, bro. They can't stop him, bruh. He had a whole orc army, boy. Stop! Hold up, bruh. Nani? I must have dropped him. Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, so tell me why Tusk shouldn't be here. Shouldn't be Triple S. Until then, I'm not changing him. I'll check the comments in a little bit after a few more picks. But in the meantime, tell me why Tusk shouldn't be in Triple S or where he should be. And I'll consider your opinions. Queen's pretty tough. This guy's definitely has. Cha. Where's Metis? Is Metis? Metis to get an S. He commanded a whole undead army, an entire undead army, and it took a minute. It took Sanju a minute to deal with it. Probably actually be right here, low key. Because that was all of his spawn. And it took Sun Jin Woo's army to deal with that. So Metis is actually like... Because Metis put up a bigger threat than anybody here. Anybody here. No one here could beat Metis. Nobody here. If you guys remember, go do the reread. Metis had his entire army, rose it all himself. He's a necromancer. That entire thing that he put up that Sun Jin Woo fought was of Metis. Where are these guys? Aren't these the guys that stopped the attack? I think they're supposed to be nation level. They were given power at the level of nations or something like that. Cerberus, you took a minute. That was S. Cerberus and Vulcan will probably have a good fight. Alright, let me see what people are saying. Saying not current. Garou is SSS. Michael Rat, I don't think it's something we can be sure of. Once we are able to scale the nation ranks, power, then we will talk. Alonzo Huna says the nation rank hunter wanted to fight Garou, maybe because he wanted a real fight and not fodder ants. Considerable. Michael Rat says I think he can't assume anything about nation rank yet. Sung said Idris is S tier and Cha low diffed him, so she's SSS. Stop! Stop! She did manhandle Sung though. This is Idris. That's a problem. That's a problem. Damn, bro. That does mean that like we can now like mark Idris because he's not stronger than Cha. Damn, bro. Which ones though? Like which ones though, bro? Like which ones though? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Which is the latest coloring of Idris? Is it purple or blue? Bro, is it purple or blue? I'm gonna go with purple. This looks cooler. Either way, the blue one is pretty much S-Class too. So they got that power up rank. This black one has to be A, and so does that one. I think he's been A pretty much forever. Maybe B, C. Current Aegis is S, but he's getting close to SS. Now Cerberus is maybe A, maybe S. I don't think it's A. No A is beating Cerberus. No single. No. And remember, these groups, these attack missions are being led by with an S class and then multiple A classes. So it's not like these aren't A class monsters. Like, and I get that we could also consider A class monster like a group of A class beating that monster, but that still gives more credit to the monster, if you know what I'm saying. Child with the ability she used should be SS being able to damage Garou at all. I would consider that damage roll. Like he said, he wasn't supposed to do anything. Stop the cap. Tusk isn't general. Stop! Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, man. All mediocre. Yeah, tell him that. Alright. So that affirms that Tusk really should be in that position because y'all are just hating. Alright. Let me see. Because the ants are supposed to be pretty strong. I don't know, man. This is where it gets hard. I mean, let's see. Is that pretty much all the S class? Is there any S up here? Besides the Sungjin Woo, so I'm gonna have to like identify the Sungjin Woos. You're gonna have to help me. Oh, Sungjin Woo's dad. Yeah, he's probably like he bought that other guy pretty quickly, actually. Is Sungjin Woo's dad nation level? I'm gonna leave him here at top S rank for before any of that. Alright, so S niggas. S class. I think he's A right now. I don't think he's S. Tank or Iron. These guys. Should they be considered S? You think anybody? You think Chahe could beat one of the Stone Soldiers on the castle thing? Yeah, I'm gonna be A. Bro, old boy really made an extensive list too, though. Pretty much. The ants have to be among the strongest fodder. I don't think the ants are that much weaker than like the Stone Soldiers. Because I honestly give the Stone Soldiers more claim than you guys probably give them. Because they're huge, gargantuan things. I don't think you could really harm them that easily. May come to find out you really can't harm them, probably. Not sure. Jinwoo has soldiers ranked on strength and Garou is general. If you're not ranked a general as a shadow, you're not on Baru's level. Tusk SS. You don't do what Tusk has done and not be a general. I don't care. Current Idris is S, but he's getting close to SS. Okay, I heard that earlier. Oh, purple is 150% boost. And ranks for the old bodyguards of the Ant Queen. B to A. I'm gonna go with A for the ants. I agree with you with that part. That's an ant. Is that an ant? Yeah, that's probably an ant. Ant. I don't know who else, bruh. I don't know, bruh. Like, all right, so for sure he's got to be A. He's for sure A. Kashi. This man got the dead ants too, bro. He tripping, bro. So many ants, bro. Or usually those big tall demons. They're probably like bees. The words for like bees. A's. They're bees. This is an orc general. Or is this Tusk? This is Tusk. That bead like that around his head? That's Tusk. I think that's Tusk. He was an A rank when he was alive, so we have to put him there. These are A rank fighters, but like they would get bodied, bro. They would get bodied. Bodied. Ox. 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 Way too many duplicates, bro. And you get the fodder monsters. Alright, I'm gonna hold it up for now. We're gonna do part 2 probably tomorrow. To actually get down into the rest of these. Because I want to dive a little bit more into them too. If you like the tier list so far, make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Here's the final display. The top 3 being these 3 dungeons we already know for solving this dungeon, for him being in the dungeon, and for him destroying the entire western half of the United States. These are boys, these next level boys. These 2 monarchs. Sung out here actually defeating Garou. Baron and Garou. The guys that dealt with the issue. Garou. Tusk, Midas, and Sun Jinwoo's dad next to Shadow Garou. And then the Dragon Kaiser, Vulcan, the Chairman, Cerberus. All monsters or individuals can't really be dealt with by other S-Class. And then the S-Rank, the X-Class, the Mediocre. The Mediocre. Besides Zhoniin and the other guild leader from Grim Reaper, I think it is. And all of them, bruh. Besides those 3. And Idris. But there it is, your tier list so far. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to participate in part 2, if you want to give your further opinion on the listing so far, and if you want to influence the changes, make sure you subscribe so that you can give your input. I saw the orcs as A ranks and test generals are S. I agree, but I don't see the generals. Yeah, Iron when alive was a mid A. Yep. And Jinwoo would say Tusk ranked general because the system would tell him. He clashed with them. It was in one of the newest chapters. Alright, guys. See y'all boys next time. Yo!